Alright, welcome back to D&D Pre-Discoa. Go to... Yeah. I forgot to get this thing. And a pencil. I was not prepared, apparently. Okay, so. Do y'all remember where you left off from last time?
Behind.
We were talking...
Or...
Go for it.
You were what?
We were talking to this dude, Travail, I think. And he either sunk the ship or, like, hid the ship. I'm kind of convinced there's a big illusion going on, but I'm not really sure. I do not have that kind of power as a level 4 or 5 bard. But we're trapped on this island now with JD's... with, what the hell is his name? It's Nadrade's dog. And we almost set the forest on fire, but then Nadrade's dog started barking, so Nadrade panicked and put out the fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, and my character met a cute surfer chick. So cool.
Met a cool surfer chick. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to make sure I understood what you said there.
It's all good.
Okay. So, key points that you found out was the pirate ship that you were on is no longer in sight from the island, as far as you can tell. This person that you were sent to find, you found, but it turns out he tells you that he's never been a pirate in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And the third point, if I remember correctly,
Ruka looked at him and with detect magic or something like that and saw like godly power, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I can't remember what your character and Wesley's character did, JD. For the life of me, you did something, but I can't remember what it was.
I flew out to where the ship was to see if there was any wreckage or flotsam in the water.
Oh, that's what you went to do?
Yeah, and to see if there was like a massive ship-sized depression in the water from...
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. You didn't find any sort of wreckage, or you didn't find any impression on if the ship was there, you know.
So, for all intents and purposes, we've been left behind unless they cast a fly spell on the ship of some kind, which, you know, if they wanted to get away from us that bad, then by all means.
Yeah, but then there's the strange phenomenon that Nadrade's dog was in the water.
Well, maybe it's a very special pupper. I'm not.
Is your dog a special pupper? I'm pretty sure the dog thinks so. But, no, I wish I rewatched the thing and finished it. Okay,
No worries.
Y'all started going here in midday, so it'd probably be closer to dinner time by now. So, Trovo San Marco suggests that you stay the night on the island for now until you figure out where your direction is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was going to go to the other island and sleep.
I'm sure you have a way of doing that.
Yes, because I am looks around for the other islands that don't exist. Yeah, let's go with that.
Shanira's good with it, I guess.
Calypso sort of looks up and is like, well, I have a boat. Like, I don't know, I could probably take y'all to another island. It'll probably take a few days.
Shanira kind of looks over at her and says, what about the what about the what is it called? Floating seaweed that's very hard to get through? You know that stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have to walk through it, of course.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. I mean, you guys got through it pretty okay. You didn't suffer too much damage, did you?
No. That's a good point. She'll just
Just
quietly remember the sea lions that, or the sea whatevers that they fucking murdered.
The
Sea cats. That she apparently fucking named. And not say anything about that.
I suppose, but if you want to deal with any more of those, whatever they were, then be my guest.
Well,
Shanira gives him a look like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh.
well,
I'm not telling what I'm tired.
well,
Good.
Go ahead.
Make a quick, what is passive perception in this edition, Jacob?
I don't think there is a passive perception in this game, in this edition.
Yeah, there isn't passive.
Okay, what would it be to notice something? Would it still be a spot check?
How hidden is this thing?
Not very.
Well, spot is an opposed check.
Okay, well
You
then.
only make a spot check if something is rolling a hide check.
Ah. Okay, well. I'm still in 5th edition, guys.
God, aren't we all?
I mean, we have fun in 5th edition, man. It's hard to get out.
Yeah. Once you're in, you don't go out.
When each of you take a quick look around, the storm is still lingering. It doesn't seem like it's going to disperse anytime soon from around the island. Where you are, of course, the actual dry land of the island, it's still clear as a sunny day, or as sunny as one can be in the mid-afternoon.
So Shanira got a 2 on a spot check, so that's not great.
Oh, you're fine.
Did you want that spot checker?
Nothing was sneaking up on you, so it didn't require a spot check. I'm just letting y'all know what the environment is around you. Since some of the woods, well, behind you is pretty much burnt down.
Uh-huh.
Thanks to a couple people.
Oh well. If we're stuck on here too long, more of it might get burnt down. But I'm going to wander off and look for more coconuts.
You what?
I'm wandering off and looking for more coconuts. I'm hungry.
Okay, fair enough.
As opposed to eating the thing that's right next to me.
Thanks.
Philip
Um,
sort
welcome.
of perks up. I don't think she was talking about you. Like, I don't know, if you really wanted to eat a person, I mean, wouldn't you have already done it? Are you a cannibal? She looks a little worried.
Am I a cannibal? Well, depends on when you ask me that.
Well, I am kind of asking you now.
If I were to eat you in this right now, yes, I would be.
Yes, but have you ever eaten
Oh
someone?
yes. Oh yes.
Um, yeah. She takes a very big few steps away from you, more towards
Is it
Shinira.
not natural for you to eat? Is it not natural for you to eat those you kill?
Not exactly. Like,
What a primitive race you are.
well, excuse me. I can't help that I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, 'cause why would I want to kill things for food when there's plant life all
Because
around?
they're tastiest.
No, they're not.
Kill the plants. I mean, you're killing something, so
Well, I mean, like an animal. In case you haven't noticed, I kind of like them.
but you're killing plants, you're killing animals. What's the difference? You're killing something.
Well, I guess it doesn't bother me as much when I kill a plant. I haven't really thought about it. I don't really hear their scream, or cries, or howls.
I do.
Hmm.
You don't hear the plants talk?
No.
That's what I thought.
Roll me a fucking check, dude.
I'll roll you a check. What kind of check am I rolling here?
absurdity?
roll,
That seems like a check.
roll me a bluff.
A bluff? What's a bluff?
Yeah.
What am I bluffing? What am I bluffing?
She feels like you're lying to her.
I'm not lying. I've got druid in my blood. I come from a long family of druids.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do.
I can change into plants.
All right, you can hear the fucking plants, can't you? Jesus. God.
I'm
Fucking
sorry.
druids.
In a few levels, I will literally be able to change into plants.
Oh my
What?
god, why? That's so horrific.
Chaotic evil.
Shanira's just like, what the fuck? I'm what the fuck. No, it's beyond my character. This is confusing and upsetting. But okay.
Just because the rest of you are deaf and blind doesn't have anything to do with me.
Meanwhile, what are you doing over there?
Watching, learning.
Eh. I'd say Marco's doing the same. Just sort of watching amusely. With amusement.
Aruka, fuck. Wrong game, wrong character.
Alright, Mira. Right?
Shanira
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
looks over at her and says, I don't think he's planning on eating you yet. If he does, we can work that. We can work at not having that be a thing. But food, any food, that would be great. Just food.
Well,
That's
there are like I do have some provisions on my ship, on my boat, but it's kind of a walk. So there's coconuts and
Damn right.
kelp
and animals for the rest of us.
Marco perks up. There's birds.
They're birds.
Calypso kind of looks at him like, I'm not going to eat a fucking bird. Thanks.
I'm sure there has to be some kind of small rodent or cervine or something else.
Oh, we have those too, Marco says.
Pig, feral pigs, maybe?
You mean bacon, right?
Feral pigs, yes.
Yeah, we have some. I've seen a few boars.
Good eating those.
What's
I
JD
see
doing?
this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This motherfucker.
You've never had boar before?
You're talking to Calypso, right?
No. Well, I know she hasn't because she's a
A
whatever
vegetarian?
she is. Yeah, I guess that. Here's just like, well,
Janeer's
first
just
of
like,
all,
no, dude. I live underwater. No. Is it anything like seal? Probably not.
yes,
Oh,
it's
quite
exactly like seal. In every way, it's exactly like seal.
Marco's kind of egging this on. It is quite tasty.
Just watch out for the front part with all the pointy ends.
Some say it's better than sex.
Well, those people are stupid.
Oh. And you
The only people that say that is the
fleshy.
the only people that say that are the ones that are hopeless from the start.
I didn't say it was me that says it.
Or I suppose it's who you lay with. Sometimes you can't tell the difference. How long are we going to be on this island? What are we even doing anymore?
Well, you came here.
I know, and we were left
We're
behind.
still,
They're certainly not getting paid.
Calypso's like, you guys were getting paid to do what?
Come and rescue this one.
yeah,
He's
Janeer
the
kind of
last
points at him.
person who needs rescuing from this place. I can tell you that.
Well, now that you have,
Perish the thought, but is it possible that we were lied to by pirates?
shit.
I'm almost ashamed to consider the option, or rather to admit that I did not piece it together sooner, but is it possible? Is it possible that the pirates sent us here to kidnap Marco and bring him back to their ship?
Why?
He says, pirates?
Yes, pirates.
Last time I checked, my friend wasn't a pirate.
Calypso.
And she is absolutely fucking bluffing and got an 18 on that, so
Oh,
you tell me.
hang on. Calypso believes you. Marco does not.
I'm gonna sense motive. I got a 19, so I can read your fishy face.
You
I'm
are
here.
welcome to, but I'm trying to get laid by Calypso over there. Out of character, so shh.
Oh.
Yes, because that's important. We were stuck on this
Yes,
island.
clearly. Yes.
It's either a dungeon crawler.
Also, she might feature you.
So
That's true. One of those. Why not both?
porque no los dos? But no. Nadraid puts his head in his hands and says, it's days like this that almost make me think my father had a point.
Marco sort of chuckles.
So,
I don't think they expected you to survive if you did try that. Honestly.
well, either way, we could either stay here or we could leave. The only question is where we go.
True.
We don't have a map.
So, that said, Calypso, Marcos, if you appear to have the attention, the full undivided attention of at least two mercenaries for hire. We apparently have either just been fired or let go, and as such, we have little cash to our names and are willing to do pretty much anything. Glancing at Inara, that's her name, right?
Inara?
Shanira.
Shanira.
Shanira,
Sorry.
he pauses and then says, literally anything, in some cases.
Marco,
Da-da-da-da-da.
face that considers, like, and Calypso's like, like, I could just give you a lift to the next island. I mean, you know, it's no big deal.
What's on the next island?
You poor guys have already been through enough, like, kidnapped by pirates and forced to do their bidding, I'm sure. Right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I roll.
You should roll a blush. Blush. You should roll a bluff.
All right.
Okay.
Untrained skill check. Don't fail me now.
I hope you roll good.
13?
Anybody
Shanira
else?
says, well, my friend, if I'm allowed to go with the 18 that I got, Shanira says, well, I had an old friend who was on a ship who asked me to help these guys do a favor.
Is he really a friend if he kind of left you behind?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. I thought we were pretty close. We had a thing going on, but I guess not.
Is that what the kids are calling
Like a thing, just a thing.
Well, I kind of call it betrayal, but I don't know if that's what the kids are calling it today.
Oh, they are.
Marcus just did this.
You're getting on my nerves.
Certainly does bring to mind a certain tryst I had not too long ago, but that's a tale for another time.
What's on this other island you mentioned?
Well, like, it's only a few
Excuse me.
hours away.
What's okay? I didn't ask you how far it was. I asked what was on it.
Oh. Well, there's like, a town and a few people. I
Town?
mean,
Good.
People? That means employment.
more or less.
Transportation.
Transportation
They
is
do have a
for-
shipyard.
Transportation is for people who wish to go someplace else. Let us see what this town is made of before we decide to leave it on the horizon.
Probably wood and stone if they're smart.
I knew that was coming.
Yes, but since we're dealing with the hyperliteral, there are some parts of some towns that are made with better things, as silver or gold. I'm very much interested in the gold portion. You catch my drift.
I've seen a house made of gold before.
Let me guess, you destroyed it.
Now, I was drunk at the time, but covered in gold stuff. It wasn't actually made of gold because that motherfucker went up like a soaked torch.
So it was gold plated.
I guess so. Liars, they deserved it.
I do feel that building things is a bit bit of deception. In any case,
Nothing.
let us go to this potentially gold but probably stone and wood village, huh? That seems the only sensible course of action. I certainly don't want to spend the rest of my days sitting here eating coconuts and then subsequently constructing things of coconuts.
Like a coconut bra?
Believe me,
No,
I've tried them on. They are not worth any of the fuss.
you could just make stuff out of wood. Jesus, I'm off this place. Where are we going?
I refrain from
Burn
comment.
this island down. Burning this whole island down.
Calypso's like, well, we can go now if you like.
Yes,
Do let's.
Yeah, sure.
I never see this island again. It will be too soon.
Is it too
Where's the dog? Where's the dog?
Worf? Where's your book? Where's your pup?
Bailey is highly trained and stays at my side unless otherwise commanded.
Okay.
Good worker.
Worker. Do you, Marco, says, well, good luck on your travels. Not gonna come with us? Says Calypso. He shakes his head. You know I can't leave this island.
That sounds like a story I am not willing to get into. Come, let us go.
Alright, well.
That sounds like a whole lot of none of my business.
Okay. After Calypso gathers up her things, there is a break in the clouds straight to her boat. Like, from the island, okay. Basically, you know how the storm is going in a circle around the island?
Uh-huh.
Indeed.
There is a break in the storm that stops it from swirling and makes a clear path right towards her boat.
I dare say it's almost like magic.
Magic!
I cast
Ooh.
Detect Magic and focus on Calypso.
Okay. You know what you get?
Calypso.
What do I get?
A whole bunch of nothing.
I keep staring.
She's like, all right, it's clear, let's go.
You know,
Begin.
Shanira is going to kind of elbow Nadrade and point and kind of motion, try to subtly motion over towards Treveo. That's his name, right? Treveo?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been calling him Marco because it's easier.
Yeah, Marco.
Oh no.
Go look at
I'll
him.
notice the shoulder tap and then look at Janira, shake my head, and then point back to Calypso, and then lower my gaze slightly.
I don't know
Deadass.
what that means.
The,
It's not magical. Let's move.
looking at things with a reasonable excuse.
That was good. Okay.
What are you staring at? Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm simply detecting magic. What mundane. You see?
I like to consider myself one of the unlucky ones. She says, holding her hands up like this above her head and jiggling a little.
Some might say unlucky. Some would say endowed. Others might say infuriatingly attractive.
Well, I like that last one. But anyway, this isn't
Yeah,
getting
Makes him
to you
angry.
faster.
Shanira just has a look on her face, something like this.
Sometimes it does not.
I'm dying.
Sometimes it is not the speed with which one reaches the destination. It's about the journey and learning to see the sights. Perhaps taste the food.
Are you talking to her?
Yes.
Okay.
There is copious amounts of eyebrow waggling with that last one.
She's gonna try to sense your motive.
Can I roll a charisma check?
Go ahead. Or would you rather roll a appearance?
Let's go with appearance.
Okay.
13.
What's your appearance score?
Probably the eyebrows. We.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see.
13 before or after?
I rolled a 10, and my appearance is 16.
Yeah. So after. She gives you a little bit of a smile and says, "We'll see." She's playing hard to get. Okay. So do you guys traverse to her ship? Oh, it's not big enough to be a ship. But it's not small enough to be a big.
Or Shanira would like to say, well, are we going to get there fast enough before nightfall, or would you rather not sail in the dark? Or
Well, I think it's easier to sail at night, to be honest. Because there's not as many things that can see you.
fair.
That and anybody who is worth the salt knows how to guide themselves by the stars.
Right.
Looks up at the thunderclouds. Yeah, about that.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they'll give us too much of a problem considering they're only around this area.
What direction is the island? Is it east, west? Which way?
Hold on, DM loading.
I could roll knowledge geography.
Yeah,
Oh, I
roll
got survival.
knowledge geography real quick.
Okay. 16.
Excuse me.
Because I actually invested points.
Nerd.
Hey, look, I've got a 4 for my intelligence modifier and class proficiency with all of the knowledge skills. You tell me what to do and how to spend 1 point per skill to get a 5 in every one of them.
Wow.
I also have a 16. Wait, no, you have like an 18 or 19 in knowledge, so in intelligence.
It's actually
I'm min max the fuck out of my character. Gonna be real honest here.
you what?
I min maxed the fuck out of Shanira.
You're telling me I'm the
What?
one who's playing a Mystic Theurge. I have to stick my highest stats in intelligence and wisdom and fuck everything else.
Fair.
I eat things.
Until you reach higher level.
High
Right now you're just a baby.
Really?
There we go.
Yeah. Remember 3.5 says that you can't cast a spell of a certain level if your casting score isn't equal to 10 plus the spell's level.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And,
I mean,
I have 4 more ability score points to apply. And I need to spend at least 3 on wisdom and 1 on intelligence. Because if I'm ever in an anti-magic zone and my my headband of intellect and periapt of wisdom ever get shut off, then I could potentially lose my highest level spells if I don't pay attention to those ability scores.
Anti-magic field.
I mean, I could. No, wait, no, I couldn't do that.
You can't cast a spell magic on an anti-magic field, can you?
That is correct.
Oh, my brain. Oh.
Actually, no, wait. Anti-magic field No, because Dispel Magic ignores spell resistance. And, okay, yes, you can cast Dispel Magic on an anti-magic field, because Dispel Magic is basically the end-all, be-all of does XYZ apply to this spell.
Yeah. You just can't cast it while you're in the magic field.
Correct.
On a different note, please excuse any nose blowing noises you
Okay.
hear. I'm trying to be subtle, but if you hear an elephant in the background, it's just me.
Oh,
No
okay.
worries.
You're fine.
Uh,
So you guys get on her little boat.
Biggie?
Is it a dinghy or is it a junk?
It's not a dinghy.
Okay.
It's a.
Or is it a long boat?
No. That would take
Oh.
forever.
Is that a rowboat?
Maybe it's like one of those tiny yacht type
It's like a
things.
little sailboat, but it's not big
Oh.
enough to be a ship.
Okay. Is it a junk? We're getting on her junk.
Okay, let me look up what the description for junk is. I forgot.
Oh,
It's
come on,
here.
Don. You should know this one.
I should know this one. And why don't I? I have no idea.
She don't need notes. She's too boss for notes.
I'm too cool for school. I'm too cool for notes.
So is I. I dressed up.
Wiggling the hell out of my camera. I'm sorry, guys.
Kimber.
All right.
Like
Tap.
this, except not modern. I don't know.
Not even in this book.
It may not be.
I don't
I think
think.
it
we
might
looking
be a
for?
slang.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it is in there. It's a large sailing ship often found in eastern waters. It has a flat bottom, no keel, and a high stern with 2 masts and a sail and reinforced with bamboo ribs. No,
Oh.
it's not. Simply because this sort of ship would not be able to withstand the force of ocean waves, open ocean waves, because of its flat bottom and it not being heavy enough.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna take a vote and say no.
We're getting on her barge.
You are getting off. It's
Barge.
also a colossal vessel, so that's way too big.
Most vessels are at least huge.
This is true, but hers isn't
Quig.
Is it
colossal.
gargantuan?
What's the step above giant or whatever?
Large?
Yeah.
Huge. It goes medium, large, huge, gargantuan, colossal.
Yeah, it's more in between gargantuan and huge.
Okay. And then there was 4th edition that did away with colossal, and everybody was upset. And then 5th edition brought it back because
Colossal.
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 So fun to say.
Yes, it is.
I gotta.
Also, how fucked I am based on whether or not a red dragon is gargantuan or colossal matters a lot.
That's H category.
Gargantuan, it might be beatable. If it's colossal, you may as well just fuck off.
At the level you guys are at, I don't think it'd matter.
No, it would not at this. But it absolutely level 19 characters.
Actually, I don't think we couldn't beat a wormling at this level, could we?
We could beat a wormling.
Yeah.
Red wormlings are only a challenge rating 4.
Oh, I get there.
It might be
They're
a
6.
You guys would. It would
is
only
it?
have.
Are they 6?
Is it 6?
In Pathfinder, they are.
You want the monster man?
Hold on.
All right. I forgot what the hell where we
But
were.
the point is, for catching out of an egg, red wormlings are ferocious. They will.
They will wreck you.
You can't beat a red wormling at level 1.
Yeah, we're CR6.
Damn.
No.
Yeah, we
You looked it
probably.
up?
I don't think we'd be able to fight a red wormling, guys.
I mean, it is a dragon.
To make you a little safer, you guys aren't going to be fighting a dragon anytime soon. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just saying. Red dragons hit colossal size, and they are terrifying once they do. I mean, they're pretty bad generally.
Okay, so who asked the question on which way you were going?
Wesley.
Leslie. Okay, make me a geography check.
I was asking which way we were going.
Oh, you asked her.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, we're going southwest.
Okay. I should be able to make a survival check and determine which way southwest is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
It's a DC 5.
okay. I have more. If I get separated, I just wanted to know ahead of time so I would know which way to go.
I could tie you to the ship.
No. There are very few circumstances where I will submit to being tied down, and this is not one of them.
I'm talking about more like a lifeline.
I'm sorry?
I'm talking more like a lifeline, just in case you do get lost.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm a good swimmer.
Well, I am too, but at one point you do get tired.
Oh, no. You don't understand. I'm a really good swimmer. Like a fish, almost.
Talking to the person, okay, out of character, talking to the person that's like half aquatic elf here.
I got you beat.
Some might say exactly like a fish.
It's eerie how like a fish I can become.
It is quite eerie. You might
You'll
say
see.
that he is scaled at times. With that, I'm going to feed a piece of coconut meat to my raven.
Caw. I can't. I know I can't do him because he has an intelligence score of whatever the fuck.
He knows common.
Fuck off.
I knew that was coming. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry.
Shanira kind of looks and says, okay, can we stop talking about how much of a fish this man is and go on?
Oh, sure.
Says the fish woman.
Let me.
I mean, I know I'm a fish. I don't need to spend 10 minutes talking about how fish-like I can be. It's pretty obvious.
And yet I can become more fish-like than you.
I think she's quite fish-like. And then she winks at Shanira and says, I got you back.
Shanira
Oh, yeah. Felt that one.
things of hair like this.
No.
Now that we have established our group, or should I say our school, let us be on.
All right.
Hey.
If we're mercenaries, does that make us the school of hard knocks? You know, later on I learned polymorphs. We could all be fish together.
Hey,
It's a
fish
hard
buddies.
knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
If I prepare multiple instances of polymorph, I could turn both Parthax and Bailey into fish.
JD. Come on.
More than that.
We could be a literal school of fish. Do you understand? This is a thing that I could make happen, Don.
Yeah.
I have lost an experience point. It was well worth it.
I would spend it again.
All right. She unfurls the sails, and you head off south. I said southeast, right? Yeah, I said southeast.
So,
Sorry,
fair
I'm
enough.
not looking at the map. That's why I had to ask.
You said southwest, I believe. Looking at the map now, there's nothing southeast, so
Yeah.
southwest is good.
So, my bad.
No worries.
So, before you guys sort of go on your way from the island, if you look back, you could see Trevo's sort of waving.
I don't look back.
Oh, all right.
Shanira will.
That Bailey and Parthax also do not look back.
Borf. Dog looks back and borfs.
I'm disappointed.
I give Bailey Billy rubs.
Oh, he likes.
Bailey gets Billy rubs. You are the goodest dog. You're the goodest boy.
And then
Scriff scruff.
before, like, okay, so after, like, oh god, I'm actually sounding like Calypso without being her. Shit. After about an hour, the sun actually is setting on the water, and the small ship boat. I wish I had a name for that.
The vessel.
Yes, the small vessel. The vessel.
I cast Mage Hand and use the 5 pounds of telekinesis to kind of like, you know how you'll lean over a boat and dip your hand into the water? Do that, except, you know, I'm using Mage Hand instead of my hand because Mage things.
Spoopy.
Calypso noticed.
Shanira wonders what the point of that was.
Do you actually want to touch the water?
No. This is a
You
good
die.
distance for me.
What's the matter? You don't like getting wet?
Oh, I assure you. There's little more than that I love than the water. But here in potentially shark or sea cat infested water, there's less to admire about the ocean.
I don't know. I think the ocean's pretty awesome, no matter what kind of creatures are in it. She
You say
says,
that.
sort of doing that, blowing her hair back.
Ouch!
Remind me when we get back to the land to tell you the story of the one time a lady of the night convinced me to go and make love in bed.
Sounds like an interesting story.
We went in with 4 legs and walked out with 3.
That's hot.
No.
You did a little midnight feeding.
Well, one of us climaxed.
Only after she lost her leg, though.
She sort of giggles. You sound like a selfish lover then.
Y'all are morbid.
Oh, no, but it was the sounds of exuberance that prevented us from hearing the water being broken by the gin. You see.
So what was it?
I did not get a good look at it because I was running for mine and her life. All I know is it had teeth, and suddenly the screams were of a different pitch.
Sounds like a shark.
I don't know. Have you seen some of those clams?
Very astute.
That's probably the wrong guess. A lot of things have fins.
I would say the beach is more of a enjoyable experience, but I find sand tends to get in every single crevice. And
Fucking nerd.
notice at the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end of the activities, you do pay for it for a couple of weeks at the very least.
Are you scared of making prints?
No, I rather enjoy the making of the prints. It is the many weeks afterward and the chafing that gets it.
She just starts busting out laughing. And then she, like, I'm hungry. How about we eat some food?
I still have his coconut meat if you'd like some.
Wait, where was this at?
This is on her boat.
No, I'm talking to the drip. Where was this again? That this happened?
Oh, I've not memorized any of the map points.
Here.
You're magical, right?
Yes. No, Don, I'm going for Mystic Theurge with fire levels.
It was
Do it.
somewhere. It was somewhere in Anura.
Honora.
Here. There is the Roll20 sign on the map should be up right now.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you may be able to see it.
She set up the map on the.
On Roll20?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have a computer or a phone near me, so...
Anura is basically is this one.
Yeah.
With the giant bay.
The only one with a bay?
Oh, there's a bay right there.
Okay.
There are multiple bays.
Yeah, there's like a lot of bays.
The Bay of Honora.
It's just that it's
Why do you
huge.
ask?
She wasn't blonde, was she?
She might have been.
Shit.
Shadira just starts cackling.
The girl from Jaws. She was blonde. Okay. You were kind of looking at me blank. Sorry.
No, but if she knows what color her hair is, who do you think took off her leg?
Janet.
Right.
Janet. Alright, I don't want to get
Nicholas,
We're already gone.
shall I bill you, or shall I expect you to pay out the pocket when the time comes?
Say again.
Because you owe me about 10 gold.
You can't prove shit.
All I'm saying is that I did not get my money's worth.
I
Like
did.
at least a partial refund.
Hey, you got something out of it, so I got something out of it. Hey. You got some leg, I got some leg. It was a good time.
I think perhaps we did not sample the same part of leg.
Hey, I wasn't used to shark form. I wasn't getting what I was aiming for. Look, it's just...
It finally clicked in my face.
I thought that's what...
I'm out of it, man. It just clicked just now. What the fuck you guys were talking about? I thought you were talking about Jaws, the movie, this whole time, but you weren't. You were talking about your characters. Oh my god.
Oh, honey. I mean, same, but honey.
Don't look at me like that. Stop.
I want to see what JD's doing right now.
Stop it. Asshole.
All right. You know what?
Get-
Fine.
Yeah.
Next one's on me. All right? You can have the leg.
Oh God, was she actually a lady of the night that you just decided to take into the... You did say that! Okay, I'm done with this conversation. Okay. Or...
Okay, so
Shamira's
just so
just gonna say,
Madrid bought a prostitute. Go
Stop. I'm good.
and went
Shut
and banged
Shut up. JD.
in the bay.
JD. Madrid.
And Nick ate her.
Bitch.
Just so everyone's clear.
Bruh.
Okay.
Shamira's like, kind of gives him like a, you need to buy prostitutes. That's how charming you are.
There are sirens in the sea that are easier.
I've no doubt, but you see, the state of my throat, I prefer in one piece.
Gain 2 experience points.
He.
I mean, I know why I'm getting those experience points, but I don't like it.
Then you could choose to refuse them if you don't like it that much.
Only a fool refuses.
Omission.
Okay. Congratulations, you gained 1 experience point tonight.
Net 1. The very first necklace.
Profit.
I find this solution most agreeable, and then turns to Shanira and says, sometimes one finds, one swings out, let's say.
It's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, you crusty elf. Just
Hey, I'm not crusty. I'm the tender age of 163, and I would appreciate it if you treat me as such.
Wow, you're young.
See? Somebody understands.
I'm
Once
around old age of 25.
aged for an elf.
I know.
I mean, her name's Calypso. Come on, guys. Let's do some putting puzzle pieces together,
It
mijitos.
says she was half elf. Half aquatic elf.
Yes.
Yeah.
163 tends to be the end of the lifespan for a half elf. But anyway,
Yeah, I know.
moving on.
Well, she could be half something else.
Billy Rubs.
I'm half elf, and the other half is also elf.
Anyway. That's probably a story for another time. If you don't decide to ask now. But anyway. He feeds you.
Shamira would like to pursue that line of conversation.
Okay, how do you
Young, I mean,
I'm eating her food.
I'm
Yeah, she has
I
like
need her-
rice cakes and such. Nothing with meat.
It's almost right?
I jump overboard. Ugh.
What's wrong with mochi?
Shamira will enjoy the fucking rice cakes, I guess, and kind of munch while she's asking. So, Young,
It's the rice
I mean,
cake Artax.
I'm just a mermaid. We live about as long as humans, but 169 does not seem quite so young. To me, anyway.
Well, in elf society, it's kind of middle age for them.
For them, not for you.
No, I'm afraid not. Like,
I would like to make a strength check to punch Sanira in the shoulder.
Mhm.
Here.
oh, you're gonna punch her in the shoulder.
Yep.
Okay.
1.
Do you even need to roll, bro?
I punch so weakly that it's almost like a puff of air.
So basically, he farts on your arm
with my fist.
with his fist.
Shanira gave him a strange look.
Madrid will say, I say, isn't polite to ask a woman of her age.
Well, technically, she didn't ask me for my age.
But to insinuate that you are
No one.
less than the young, beautiful flower that you are, that is an insult of the highest order.
That's not something I'm implying at all. I'm just curious about where she comes from that 169 is middle age and she can call that young.
Well, my
For
lineage-
example, with 1,000?
I'm not that old. I'd say.
I wasn't saying you were. I'm just curious about your point of reference.
I'd say I sort of lost track of time. I don't remember how old I am actually.
There was a span of 10 years where I forgot how old I was.
I mean, time flies by really fast.
Yes, but in my case, there was more alcohol involved.
I have partaken in quite a number of alcohol. To where the point that I can't even speak it anymore, clearly.
I subside alcohol.
Indeed, I do find myself rather fond of ale.
I'm sorry, subsist.
I like the burn of vodka better. It's just so hard to find. Well, or at least around this area.
My father, he had an outsourced mining operation that he ran in the elemental plane of Earth. There was a settlement of dwarves, and they made something rather. It was quite potent. I understand its main ingredient was stone, however, so that may have played a crucial part.
Sounds interesting.
Shanir's kind of gonna look at the others and say, so, about Marco. He's a bit of a strange fellow, isn't he?
You don't know the half of it.
No?
Literally, you don't.
I mean,
I would stretch to say we don't know a tenth of it.
and I'm sure I don't, but would you care to enlighten us?
Well, it's not exactly my story to tell. He's kind of private. Which is
I did see that he was. I did see that he was quite powerful, almost alarmingly so.
Oh yeah. He has quite the magical ability.
But for all that talent, he appears to be trapped on an island.
Well, I wouldn't say trapped. He's more
A prison of one's own making is to a prison, is it not?
yeah, kind of. He's well do we have
We have diplomacy.
no diplomacy?
Roll what? Diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
I rely
May I
on
roll?
hard having that.
Can I roll 2? Or
Yeah, you can roll 2 if you decide to
Pretty-
jump in on this.
I like this die.
Uh.
15.
15
um,
in total, right?
Yes.
Okay. She What was the question again? I totally spaced and forgot.
A prison of one's own making is a prison nonetheless.
Well, he sort of got his heart broken. It's kind of a sad tale.
Perhaps another time.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If near as many reasons to rejoice.
He's pretty much, well, to be honest, it's more of, he's waiting for someone. Or something.
Who? Something?
I don't judge, like, you love who you love, right?
True. And after all, I'm waiting for many things myself, such as behind the perfect woman to hold into my lap.
You might have to do more work.
I might be closer than I think.
She eyes you suspiciously.
Can I roll appearance?
Go ahead.
He waxes his eyebrows.
She is not convinced that you are serious. Aw, rats.
Sometimes you strike out.
I never did tell you guys her appearance score, did I?
You implied that.
No, what is it?
8.
Ah, you're funny.
We've been hitting on this quote the whole time.
Plus 8 or 8 out of 20?
No. 8 out of 20.
Shaneer's a 12.
What
can I say?
Don't listen to Wesley. He's lying.
Oh.
He
Oh.
does.
Nay. I speak the truth.
There's a reason why she's not all bright and wisdomful.
Wise.
Yeah.
Wisdomful. That 4 o'clock is getting me, man.
Oh, you were up at 4? Jesus.
Or what did I put her score as actually?
Roll it.
No, I already have it.
Roll it.
DM is allowed to make the choices.
Roll it.
Her appearance score is 20.
Whoa.
Whoa. It's a shame she's
If
not.
I may say.
It's a shame she's not wearing more ladylike clothes. Almost. Or something more revealing.
That's kind of what Nidrate is trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Basically, she feeds you, except for apparently Nathaniel, because he doesn't like her food.
Well, Nathaniel has a specific type he's after.
Meat.
Huh?
Meat.
Meat.
Well, I mean, if it was just meat, then he wouldn't have any standards. But he's
Non-humanoid meat.
it's just like, eh. See, when someone can shapeshift I don't know. It's just a weird thing I figured out a while back. If he can shapeshift, he can look however he wants, really. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of cheapens the experience of beauty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and plus, the whole thing of attraction is just sort of a fleeting thing with him anyway. He takes it and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Hmm. Never mind. Let's go on.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right. Within the next 2 hours, you guys see an island, and as it grows bigger and bigger, and you take a second to realize that it really didn't take that long to get there. But then again,
Can I do a geography check to estimate how long I would think it should take to get there, as opposed to how long it did take to get there?
yes. Yeah, you can go ahead and try that.
Okay. Geography. I don't... Decent, but not fantastic. Let's see. Come back. That is a 14.
14?
Yeah.
I'll also roll that.
Okay.
19.
All right. You think it's about right. However, Nadrade thinks that they could have gotten there later, more like a day.
I'm going to roll knowledge engineering to math this one out.
Okay.
25.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I can't believe it.
Okay, you get it so mapped out.
You okay?
No, sorry, 26.
Oh my god.
So mapped out to the point where it would have taken exactly 14 hours, 12 minutes, and 50 seconds.
More than it did.
More than it did.
So have we
You okay there, Wesley? Kind of sounded like you were dying.
scared to death, or can I make a fish joke?
Let's hear it.
No, it's a cheap shot. I'll forego it this time.
Nope.
But something seems strange.
Okay. I like how JD's on to me.
Well, I've been on to you when a character named Calypso walked up on a beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subtlety, thy name is not Dawn.
Subtlety is all I am at the moment, actually. Don't you mean simplicity? All the possibilities. Okay. It's clear I'm tired. Not making any sense now.
Anyway, let me continue trying to bang the primordial force of the ocean.
Okay. Think she's the primordial force of the ocean.
Well, she's very clearly a goddess. Nobody invests in their appearance score. Come on. Well, okay, Leah invests in
I was
her
gonna
appearance.
say.
I'm like,
I was gonna say. Are you sure about that?
Shanira continues to be interested in her, not for goddess reasons, imagined or not, just she's a cute girl. Fuck. She hangs out with elves.
She's drop dead gorgeous, dude.
I mean, out of character, I think out of character, I'm on to Dawn. In character, Nadrade is just starting to be like, wait a minute.
That's kind of weird.
Nadrade points.
Shanira has no clue though.
Nadrade points, pulls Nathaniel aside and says,
ah!
I like that effect.
and says, I think perhaps we should keep a closer eye on our friend Calypso.
Even if you were keeping a closer eye on her, your head would be between her butt cheeks.
I like how Nathaniel's just like, I don't fucking care.
Fair enough, but do you realize how fast we were going back then?
Seems a little off, just instinctually, but I mean,
Should have
are you
taken
saying
us-
she?
It should
Go
have
ahead.
taken us more than half a day to, more than half a day.
So you're saying she's magical?
Yes, but did not detect any. I did not detect any magic about her person. If she were capable of magic or had a magical boat, and she would no doubt have other additional magic gear on. At
Well-
bed, we should have seen some sort of hint or incantation.
You want to frisk her?
The Drade would love nothing more than that. But
I'm sorry.
in due time.
That was silly. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
So she's got sneaky magic going on.
She got that sneaky magic going on.
Indeed. And I think we should be very cautious around her.
Well, maybe if you stop eye fucking her, then we'd probably be better off.
Wait, what?
Well, there is a certain appeal to eye fucking.
Well, yeah. I
The
mean,
most common type of fucking that goes along. For good reason.
we have to make do with what we can get. But I'm just saying that if you don't want to piss her off, then you know.
Yes, well, I'm not the one who can turn into animals and have a go.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, buddy.
Out of character, Nadrade is going to take you up on that later when he learns poly. But
I feel like we just went into like a whole thing of
You did this, Dawn.
bestiality. I
you allowed this to happen.
did.
No. See, no. I just said that he could, change into any humanoid. So, I mean, think about it.
But this is also a problem I have with my one werewolf character. It just you don't want to think too deeply about his sexuality.
Yes.
What you can and cannot fuck.
Hey.
What is morally right? What is morally wrong?
Moving on.
Moving
Hey.
on.
You can choose to think,
This was not supposed to get that deep of a conversation of this. This is supposed to be lighthearted.
Deep.
We're here now.
Like literally nothing really terrible has
Dawn.
happened.
We're in town. I'd like to seek employment.
I'd like to keep flirting with her.
Well, one person at a time. Okay, since you said you were going to do something first, you went to a town that's a port town. There are,
Are there towns on this map that aren't port towns?
yeah, there are actually.
Okay.
I'll let you know which ones you hit, but this one is a port town, definitely.
Okay.
It's also,
I mean, I'm just saying, we took a boat to get here, so
if you want to take a geography check, you can probably identify where you are.
I don't care that much.
Well,
Whatever it is.
there's not as many people out and about since it's night, but the port where you just pulled in, or where Calypso just pulled in, the dockmaster, meets and greets and knows Calypso personally. Not like personally, but just knows her.
Mhm.
I'm trying to steer clear of anything that's sexual there.
By drawing attention to it, you're calling more attention to it.
Okay, well. Nothing happened. Anyway, you head into town. You notice that most of the shops there and any place where you could get work is closed. Like there's a smithy, there's a fish market, there's there's a bunch of there's wood carving, there's weapon. No, that belongs with the smithy. Sorry.
I'm a Swifty.
Well, it's closed right now because it's after dark.
Oh.
There's
What's sulfur in my lungs?
There's a tavern, and there's residential area. Did I draw this? I think I got it pretty well mapped out in my head.
Okay, different question. Can I find a glory hole?
Are you looking for a brothel? Is that what you mean?
I'm looking for a glory hole.
A thing to shove his dick in, I guess. Why? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna be.
No, it's
Trust me, this is going places.
Okay. Do a gather information.
Okay. Shit.
You did not put any ranks in that, did you?
Nope. Untrained skill check here.
Good luck.
4.
You
The sad thing is you could probably ask Shanira, but the likelihood that you're going to get any answer to that is very low.
You could ask your bard,
I was
but
gonna turn tricks with mage hand. It's a dirty, dirty mage's hand.
freaking hell.
I thought you were looking for the
You just
you were looking for the Fighters Guild, Dave, the glory hole.
I need money.
Yeah, apparently.
Look, the Drade came from a high society. He has a certain expectation of living that he is not used to for that. It's a very expensive lifestyle.
Okay.
So what's going on with the tavern?
While you're searching for glory holes and not coming up with anything, Nathan,
Yeah.
who was doing something next? It was Shanira, right?
Shanir wants to
Okay,
keep kind
Shanira.
of chatting up Calypso and flirting.
Okay. While she's tying the boat down, I think you should make either appearance check or a charisma check, depending on your preference.
Absolutely charisma, like no
Okay.
fucking shit charisma.
Go
Let's see.
ahead.
That is a nat 20, motherfucker, bringing me up to 25.
Oh my god.
I know.
Okay. What do you say to her?
So I'm gonna help her out with tying things down or bringing her rope or whatever she needs, and I say, well,
Shaking face when the bard gets action before he does.
I'm gonna be mad if she lays Calypso before I do.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, while we aren't doing surfing or anything, I'd love you to show me some of the tricks and how to get around with sailing. We mermaids tend to be more under the water than on the water, so I don't know. I'd love for you to show me a few tricks with the rope. Maybe show me how deft your hands need to be.
She does a little. She
And I guess
After-
Shanir will kind of brush little touches, little hand brushes and stuff like that.
Okay. While you're talking to her, she was bent over, finishing up tying the ship, the vessel to the port. What is that called? I don't know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. And as you finish your statement, she looks up at you, kind of knowingly, and then slowly straightens. So you want to learn all the tricks of sailing?
I would.
Well, I can show you a few things, more specifically for mermaids.
Ooh. I'd love to learn that.
You want to learn right now?
Your wish is my command.
Check his fucking face. Oh my god. Hang on.
Hold on, I can't see it.
Oh, I need to
JD,
lean.
bend down.
Okay. She hang on. Let me roll the check real quick. Okay. She takes you by the hand and starts guiding you to the bow of the boat.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, take me to the land.
This is why I play with you guys.
Dumb memes.
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 She
On Dawn.
okay.
This is not the first time I'm going to make that reference. I hope you know.
Yeah. I figured you were gonna do it all campaign, considering that you're surrounded by it. Literally. I should strand you somewhere and actually let you cry that.
God.
Just in the water. Anyway. She takes you to the bow of the boat.
You know what I would do then? I'd cast patience and take myself by the hand.
Motherfucker. Okay. She takes Shanira by the hand and guides you to the bow of the boat. She bats her eyes at you for a few minutes, or for a few seconds, before saying, "You know, this would probably be better if the ship was actually out into the water. You don't want to leave your friends here? Like, I don't think they deserve to be left here by themselves. They seem to have a tendency to get into trouble. Or at least I feel like
That's
it.
very true.
Especially in the...
Daniel. I'm sure we can be back
No,
in
no,
time
me.
before the
No, no, my
hours.
struggles.
What? What was that?
Shinira say, I'm sure we can be back in time before they notice. Maybe just a quick spin around. Maybe you can show me how to anchor the boat without damaging anything. Making sure I have the proper hand techniques for that.
Roll another charisma check.
But I'd have to pull it up.
Are you crossing your fingers there, bud?
That is a 15.
She what was the question? I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Hand techniques on anchoring and pulling up.
She gets your eye waggle and raises you. Well, I think it might be easier in broad daylight. I like a big audience, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Like, it seems more beneficial to teach more at the same time.
Oh. That's fair. Hold on. I have to think of something how to react to that.
You don't know how to react to that.
Shanira is like, oh, okay.
This is great. I love this. Fucking bimbos, man.
I mean, the rogue who was sleeping around with everyone left, so now, like, I think Nadrade and Shanira are competing for that role.
No. It's only certain characters for an raid.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just happens this is where the Venn diagram overlaps, apparently.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Venn diagram of characters they're both interested in.
Oh, okay. I glossed over that. What is Nathaniel doing? Or decided?
I'm going to the nearest tavern.
Nice. The barkeep there. The barkeep there bids you welcome. I picked the stupidest name for this place. Welcome.
What is it?
Welcome to the Salty Fish.
Oh my
The
god.
salty fish.
The Salty Fish.
Well, all right. At least it's not the Krusty Krab.
It was like a 50-50.
Is it an older barkeep or what race?
He is human. He's a very, very dark-skinned human. Kind of gray, black hair. And he looks like he would be working like more of an outdoorsy type than indoors, which is kind of weird to you considering he's the bartender.
So, old deckhand turned barkeep, huh?
Pretty much. That's what it looks like to you.
Hey, old man, what's a fella do to earn coin around here?
Well, we got rum, we got whiskey, we got ale. What else is there?
No. I'm asking, like, where do you go to earn some gold around here? Jobs. On the other hand, I'll take whiskey if you got it.
He as he's pulling out a glass for you and filling it with the liquid amber and sets it down in front of you. Jobs. What kind would you be looking for?
Hey, I'm looking for the coin. I follow where the coin goes, so start with the highest paid and we'll work our way down.
He cups his chin and thinks for a moment. The highest paying ones.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to say that's either fishing or collecting some bounties for the town.
Bounties is something I know how to do. Where do I find these? Where do I find the contracts?
Well, they are posted in the mayor's. What is it called? The Great Hall. What is that called? Word. Great Hall.
Courthouse?
No. Hall. Great Hall. For mayors. What is it
Town hall.
called? Town Hall.
Music.
Thank you.
Can you access them this time of night?
Yeah, we can perhaps squeeze you in. Is it just you?
Does it make a difference?
Well, we only have 2 rooms available.
Well, I mean, no. Can I get to those bounties?
Oh, you're
Just
talking
late
about,
at night, or are they
you're
inside?
talking about rooms. I'm sorry. Repeat your question. I didn't hear it apparently.
Can I get at the contracts this time of night, or do I got to wait for them to open up in the morning?
5 o'clock is when they open.
So I got to wait till then to talk to them.
Yeah, because right now it's just empty. No one goes to
Son of
the
a
town
bitch.
hall at night.
The best time to go hunting people, if not at night, right?
Ah. That's
All-
when you gotta have
All right,
con-
all right.
He says,
Well, look at them in the morning. All right.
That's would you like to open a tab?
How much for the? Does it look like good whiskey?
Roll me Constitution.
Oh. Let me see here. 24.
You are not even fazed by this whiskey.
Oh, come on, old man. Give me something that hurts.
Well, would you like to try something that, well, only the sea salts drink?
Sea salt's my ass. Hand it over.
Okay.
I ain't scared of nothing you got in this place.
All right, the bartender disappears for a moment, looking like he disappeared. He went into the back, and then he comes back with a really big type lager of something. Lager.
Stein.
Stein. Sorry.
Stein.
Stein of something with a very foamed head and what looks like a fishtail coming out of it. And he says,
Is this a joke, man?
"This is called the salty fish for a reason. This is the salty fish."
How does it smell? Besides fishy.
You smell it. It does not smell like fish, oddly enough.
Is it like a whole fish in there?
Drink straight up brine.
Okay, what?
Is a whole fish in there? Is it like a fresh fish? Is it old or what's going on here?
Hey, the bartender, before he hands it to you, he pulls it away and says, "Are you sure you want it?"
Get in here, man. I don't understand the fish part, but
5 gold pieces, then.
5. Okay, hand it over.
Okay. He takes the 5,
Fish. I ain't never drank ale with fish in it. Y'all crazy.
and then he puts it down.
So how do you drink this? Do you eat the fish first or what?
Okay. What do you decide to do to the drink first?
Well, I asked him, is there a certain way you drink this? Do you drink it around the fish? Do you eat the fish? What the hell's going on?
Drink it any way you like.
All right, I'll chug it.
Okay. Give me another Constitution check.
Oh boy.
Where is it? Okay, here we go. 24.
Okay. At first, you don't feel anything. The lager just tastes really, really dry. But as you reach the very end of it, there's a slight tang and a very, very salty taste. Then you realize you are very, very, very drunk.
Huh. Was I just sucking on a fish head just now? What was that?
You might have had a fish eye.
I don't know, old man. I don't know about that at all. I mean, you stuck a fish in some beer and it's like salty and not what I was. Ugh. The damn hall's closed.
You're drunk. Go home. So,
I ain't drunk. I'm inebriated, sir. I'm a little tipsy. You ain't seen drunk yet. Fish. I'm gonna eat this fish, by the way.
Okay. Do you eat the fish?
I just like swallow the fish.
Okay. Roll me another Constitution.
Oh boy.
Is it a fresh fish? I mean, if it's dank and rotted, I'm not gonna like. Oh, 20.
I mean,
Do you inspect it before you eat it, or do you just eat it?
Oh yeah, I had smelt it before.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
in
it
many
didn't smell it.
places,
Well, yeah, I
many
mean,
places fermented fish is a delicacy.
okay, if I'm get like slapped in the face with like pungent fish odor, I'm not gonna just swallow it.
Well, when you first smelled it, you didn't smell fish.
Well, I'm saying if he pulls it out of the cup and it's like dead fish, then
Oh no.
he's not good.
You notice that it's not even a real fish.
What is this?
Do you ask the barkeep? Because apparently,
Yeah.
because you are like,
I mean, he's like, what is this? This ain't a fish.
the barkeep says, it is a fish.
Well, the DM just said it's not a fish.
It is a fish. That's what he says.
Man, y'all are backward. It's just fish, and then it's not a fish.
Eat it.
I'm going to the town hall. Eat it.
Well, you said strongest, didn't you?
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
He's gonna sniff it.
You sniff it.
Yeah, he sniffs it.
It still does not smell like fish.
All right, he'll take a bite out.
You take it by the head or the tail.
Just in the middle where the nice fleshy part is.
Okay. You taste the same salt, but this time
Wait.
there's kind of like a rich liquid that tastes almost like metal.
Blood?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Do you eat the fish down?
Yeah, he'll eat the fish. Hey, you got coffee?
I don't have any brewed.
Well, brew me some. Come on.
Oh my god.
Don't
All
go
right.
to bed drunk. That's not classy. Here's a goal. Brew me some coffee. Man, fish and beer. Damn.
That'll be 2 silver for the coffee.
Silver. Here, take silver. Coffee.
All right,
Oh,
he begins brewing the coffee. Do you continue eating the
strong
fish?
coffee. He'll nibble on the fish.
Okay.
Make it strong now.
I'm making it black.
It's the only way to drink fish.
Okay, you get your coffee, and where is
Sober up.
sober? Roll that.
I'll roll it.
Constitution.
Do I get a bonus for the coffee?
No, because coffee wakes you up. It doesn't get you up.
Strong coffee helps you get sober.
It doesn't. That's not true.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Sure it is. You Google it. I'll tell you from experience it does.
I don't believe it, so.
All right.
Just saying.
+5 to Constitution. I'm on work. It's another 25. Rolling good tonight.
All right. You sober up a bit.
Whew.
But not from the
More
coffee.
More coffee.
While this is going on, Shanira would like to take you're talking a bit more, I guess, with Calypso. She's like to take her hand and say, if you'd really like a crowd and a performance, I'm sure I can whip something up pretty quick. And you can show me or whomever you'd like just how to do the boat later. And I'd like to do a gather knowledge and kind of head into the city, and I'd like to do a I guess a gather information check to see where everyone would be right about now. If that's the right roll for it.
Is it anyone in particular, like your party, or?
No, just like where people are congregated.
Well, in a public place, you'll most likely find the most people at a tavern in this time of night.
Fair. All right. Well, you know, I'm gonna go look around for the busiest tavern, I guess. Well,
Guess where you're
bringing. Sorry? Guess where I'm ending up? The salty fish?
The salty fish. The saltiest.
That's right, mother. God. Okay. And
the bartender greets you. Welcome to the salty fish. I'll be with you in a moment. As he serves Nathaniel another mug of coffee.
Good man.
all right. All right. And Shanira will kind of grin at Calypso and
Oh, you brought her with.
side eye. Yes, I brought her with
Sorry,
me.
I didn't hear that part. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I've kind of been to show her something cool, as I put it.
Okay. Before, like right after you guys walk in, and right when the bartender, you know, greets and puts down the coffee and says, "Hey, Calypso," and she goes, "Hey, what's up? You got anything special for me today?" He's like, "Just the regular salty fish." She chuckles.
Fish in a cup.
Like,
I guess while this is going on, Aruka, or fuck, not Aruka, Shanira, same number of syllables, okay?
That's okay.
Shanira will say, well, don't worry about me, take care of my friend. I've got a performance for you, and before anyone can interrupt her, we'll launch into singing. Ixon, so fight me.
Okay.
Min-max!
Relax. Don't do it when you want to go to it. Okay, sorry. Nathaniel, what will you do once you start hearing your bod singing?
The hell are you doing?
The hell are you doing?
Singing, motherfucker. Well, no, she's not gonna.
Calypso looks over at Nathaniel and says, "I think she's singing."
Well, I got that, but it's like 4 in the morning.
Well, let's see if she can get any tips out of it.
It's like people sleeping.
Okay, hold that thought. You spent enough time trying to gather information on the glory holes.
Mhm.
Where do you head?
If I ask where the closest bar is, are you going to direct me to the salty fish?
The salty fish.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yep.
I go to the salty fish, I guess.
Okay, you hear, before you even enter, you hear beautiful playing music by your very own bard. And once you walk in, the bartender looks to be saying, "Welcome to the salty fish," but is overwhelmed by the sound of your bard. Meanwhile, Calypso is just sort of watching and smiling. Nathaniel appears to be scowling.
Well, I'm drinking coffee, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Drinking coffee and looking very confused at the bard singing for some reason.
Rude.
So, what do you do?
Oh.
You're in the door, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Calypso notices you and waves you over.
Okay. How big is the crowd here?
And there is 5 people in one corner at the table. There's about 8 or 9 of them on the right side of the room.
Okay. Is
And then at the bar.
Is Calypso watching me or the bard?
Well, she waved at you
Okay.
to get your attention and to pat the bar stool next to her.
Okay. I start walking over.
Okay.
Does she go back to watching the performance?
She does, but she occasionally glances back over to you to make sure you're still heading this way.
Okay. With a hand behind my back, I'd like to do the incantation for Mage Hand.
Okay.
Oh, motherfucker. What's he doing to me?
He's going to tickle you.
Let's see.
Is that a fortitude that she has to roll?
I don't know what that would be.
I think that'd be a fortitude.
All right, let's do this.
Would it be performance?
A will save, maybe?
Concentration.
Maybe?
Yeah, concentration.
Concentration.
Yeah, we'll do that.
What's the thing for concentration? Fortitude, reflex, will. Is there another thing?
It's
something you put skill ranks in.
Oh, it's a skill. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good at that. Okay.
Excuse me.
Go ahead and try it.
That's a 17.
17. What is the thing?
Yeah.
Your mage hand?
Oh, what's my spell DC?
Yeah.
Does Mage Hand even have a DC?
It's low, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. It's 14.
Okay, well. Okay. You feel something like kicking you and prodding your sides. It doesn't feel very, it's not very ticklish so much as annoying, but you're able to hold your own and keep singing. You, however, see this is not working. Nathaniel, you, I am supposing, is still sobering up, right?
Well, I finished my coffee,
Okay.
and I'm like, "Hey, old man!"
Did you say hail?
I'm yelling.
What's that for?
Hey, old man! I'm yelling over the singing.
Calypso's fin ears sort of flick and just look over towards Nathaniel like, you all right, dude?
Well, I'm assuming that the singing is very loud.
Yeah, the singing
Or
The
loud.
singing
Maybe
is
not.
loud.
Okay, so I'm
and the whole
yelling what would be appropriate to be heard over the singing, not necessarily just bellowing at the top of my lungs.
Okay, what are you saying?
I get his attention and ask how much a room is for the night.
2 gold.
Are they good rooms? Seaside.
Meh. He goes, meh. They're
Meh.
all right.
You charge me 2 gold for a meh? I better. All right, 2 gold and breakfast. How about that?
He's sort of chuckling, and he's like, I don't know what kind of taverns you've been in, but there is no free breakfast. There are, however, showers in each room, in case you want to wash the salt off.
All right, old man, whatever.
So,
Which one's open?
This particular building has piping.
Oh.
And running water.
It's just salt water in the pipes. All right. I'll take one of the rooms in.
Okay. You pay him 2 gold, and he gives you a key.
I'm going to sleep. Come on, Bailey.
Your dog. Does your dog follow him?
Bailey.
Well, I'm not watching him right now. I'm trying to tickle the bard with Mage Hand. By the way, Mage Hand's duration says concentration, so I can keep doing this.
He's just sitting there all night like,
Make her roll another check in a sec.
Switching tactics. Since tickling her didn't work, I'm going to just start poking her in the ribs.
beep, 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 beep.
Bailey goes up the stairs with you, morphing.
Come on, Liz. Come on. I'm gonna. If there's a nice rug, I'm gonna let Bailey sleep on the nice rug.
Okay. The room actually is nicer than you expected. There is a hemp rope rug on the floor. There's a bed, about a full-size bed.
2 pillows?
A what?
2 pillows?
2 pillows.
I put one down for
Blankets.
Bailey.
Oh. And there's another door that leads to a small bathroom with a full functioning loo and a shower. No tub, just the shower.
Okay. I'll lock my door, put a bowl of water down for Bailey, shower and go to bed.
Okay. Back downstairs.
No.
Roll
Oh,
a
okay,
concentration check.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 15. Barely, but it makes it, I think.
You did.
Against this 14, I believe.
That was 14, right? Yeah, she. Okay. You sort of squirm, but your singing sort of keeps going. Calypso.
I'd like to. Would that be a spot check to see where it's coming from?
Do what?
Do a spot check?
Can you do spot checks on magic?
Well, my hand
What
is
would that
behind
be
my
to
back, so I guess she could.
Okay, you could try.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'll roll a hide check then.
Okay. Roll.
All right. That is a 19, which isn't at 20.
Didn't you?
3.
Yeah, you know it's Nadrid. The minute you see him, the very second you see him,
I'm not very good at this.
he's not very good at hiding.
That's fair.
Even his motion gives it away.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of.
Calypso's gonna challenge that too. Oh yeah, that was easy. While you're singing and while you're still, are you still walking towards the bar? Or are you there?
I kind of slowed a little bit.
Calypso guesses
To fuck
what
with
you're
me.
doing and does a small, mischievous little smirk at you.
In response, I will notice her and then unabashedly stop hiding my hand and do it some more.
She.
Oh boy.
It's very noticeable that she is smiling at your actions now.
A duel.
You know.
I want you to roll me something.
Sure.
Roll me a will save.
Why?
Just do it.
Will is my good stat.
I know.
My only good stat. 29.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. All right. Up to me. I would like to pinch the bard's nose.
Rolling
You know.
concentration.
She can concentrate, but I'm gonna pinch her nose, and this is gonna happen.
Oh god.
It's 5 pounds of pressure. You don't even need half that much to pinch
somebody's nose.
somebody's nostrils shut.
So
Wait, do merfolk have noses? Like
Yeah.
noticeable noses?
they do have noses,
Okay.
like human noses. You just
Um.
Ouch.
Da-da-da.
I'm listening.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a 16. That's 16. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16.
She goes 16, dude.
You know, I'd like to approach Nadrade
Why?
and
Or do you stop?
while still singing,
Oh god.
and I'd like to grab his hands, and I'd like to try to pull him into dancing with me.
Okay. As she's approaching, I would like to cast. Stop casting Mage Hand and instead cast Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary?
That just means she can't.
She can't attack me, and I consider her approaching me and attempting to grab me an attack.
She has to roll a will save, doesn't she?
She does.
Roll a will save.
Goody.
What is the
Don't
thing?
touch it.
DC 14.
19, motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh well, you're now dancing.
Yep. What check should I roll for that?
You should roll to stop.
Probably something to do with strength or dex.
No, to dance well.
To dance with
Oh, to dex. Wow.
Dex. If you have
What?
dance, then you can use that instead.
Don, I'm a Mystic Theurge.
I mean, you could surprise me and actually put ranks in dance.
Don,
That's perform, right?
It's either perform or performer's
5.
profession. 5?
5. 6 if it's perform. Because perform is actually a charisma check.
Okay, you probably should.
Yeah.
Just saying. Anyway,
5.
you clumsily dance? It's questionable on whether you're dancing or having a seizure.
She's trying to waltz. He's trying to do the Charleston.
Basically. Calypso doesn't seem to mind the bad dancing and appears to just be enjoying herself watching the both of you dance / whatever the hell you're doing.
Well, all at the same time, I'm making the power play, and I don't give a fuck.
I would like to, as we're attempting to dance, I would like to say to Shanira, would you like to see a magic trick?
You know, I think that would distract the audience a little, and I'd like to kind of try to twist him, kind of do a twisting him into something and kind of trying to get him to trip up a bit.
Oh, that's not very difficult.
Oh yeah, reflex.
Reflex?
That time it'll be reflex because it's an unexpected thing.
18.
All right.
Dang.
And now, for my counter move, I'm going to make a concentration check to try and keep focus on the spell because I think that's warranted. You know, casting a spell while dancing.
Okay.
Right? You would say so?
Sure. I'll allow it this time. What'd you roll?
It's an 11, which if the DC is 10 plus spell level, then that's a success.
Okay.
I cast Create Water.
Bitch!
Salty or fresh?
I don't think it matters,
Or
Doesn't
fresh.
quite.
but I'm going to conjure 6 gallons of water in her pants.
Can I? A, I'm not wearing pants. B, is there something I can roll to try to avoid
I
this?
think he's wearing a dress.
You're wearing a dress?
Yeah, or something very mildly with skirts? Or wait, no, wait, did you give me your pants in the beginning? It's been a while. 2 months.
Somebody
Somebody gave me pants. Maybe I do have pants. Okay, they might be your
I
pants.
gave her my
Yeah.
only spare pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
then I guess I am wearing your pants. My apologies.
you probably would have picked up a skirt or something while you were on the pirate ship, though.
You ever put a hose in your
Probably.
underwear?
Yes, I have.
It's like that.
So,
Refreshing.
I'd still like to say that I am wearing his spare set of pants.
Okay.
okay, well, your spare pants are gonna break, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is well worth it.
As the water touches you and soaks your bottom half completely, you flop onto the floor with your tail.
Okay. Shanir's just like, this is my life now.
I would like to
I give
raise
him
my
a rather
hand.
offended look and say, that's not very sportsmanlike, is it? And we'll continue singing.
I'll raise my hands into the air and announce to the bar at large, and that's how wet I make the ladies.
There's a round of haulers around the bar of drunken patrons. Sorry.
With a bow and a flourish, I make my way to Calypso.
She's
Okay, while this is going on,
she giggles.
Shanira will move away from the puddle to start getting dry. And B would like to, I guess, have something out for tips. Maybe her drum turn
You have
upside down, kind of offering it out for tips.
okay.
As I slowly go around the bar.
Do a performance check for me real quick. That'll determine how much gold you get.
Okay. Gotta open it back up.
And so will these dice that I'm about to roll.
Uh, 28.
Okay. You get. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. You get
Worse.
about 12 gold. No, you get 14 gold pieces.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
Bing, bing, bing. Got that performance money.
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta find my gold, but it's somewhere around here.
As you sit next to Calypso, she goes, "Well played." That was totally cool.
Thank you. I am not very good with my feet, but I do have other talents. As you noticed, I'm quite good with my fingers, ethereal or fleshly.
You know, the funny thing is, your bird was telling me the same thing, like how to do hand tricks.
Yes, I've had to teach you some of those. With your bluff
Yeah,
check.
roll that fucking bluff check. I'm gonna roll a sense motive. I hope you roll really high.
11.
Oh yeah, she does not believe you.
Oh,
She just says, "I'm sure you do," or "I'm sure you did." And then she says, "Though I don't think you were very well in teaching her." You want to roll something?
I'm gonna go with sense motive. Because that's just a vague as hell statement. 7.
Guess what? You beat her.
Really?
I rolled a 2.
Nice.
It was very obvious she's lying, and that cryptic statement was not true. She she looks back at the bar and watches her try to get dry.
At some point, Shanira is going to pull a skirt over her head and around her waist, so when she finally gets dry, she will not be showing off to a room full of drunken men.
Yeah.
That
Smart.
seems like a smart idea.
Can you feel the eyes on you?
Yeah. Yikes.
What do you guys attempt to do next? Since y'all are up and Nathaniel's already gotten a room and fallen asleep.
There were 2 rooms, by the way.
Yeah. Well, you got one of the rooms. So there's actually only one room left.
Shanira's not too worried about it. She's sure that if she asks Calypso, sleep on the boat. And even if that doesn't happen, she can always just go underwater and chill somewhere over there.
The barkeep seemed to already lay down a drink behind Calypso and whispered something to her. Do you want to roll a listen check since you're the closest?
Uh, 19.
You hear the barkeep say, "On the house. Do you need a place to stay?" And Calypso, you notice that she just shakes her head. And the barkeep moves away. She takes the drink and looks at Nadrade. So, what are your plans in this town, do you think?
Oh, find employment and see where life takes me. That is all I've done for the last 60 years.
You know, you don't strike me as someone who just lives on the lives by ear. Like, you know, considering that I've been doing that for a while.
Well, it has its appeals. And I don't really have a place to call home, you see.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it is not so bad. It was bound to happen one way or another. And to be honest, I didn't much care for the rest of my clan.
Were they like terrible to you?
Well, they certainly could have been better. But on more cheerful topics, I am now here. And if I had not left my mountain home, I would not have found my way to this place. Do you? My companion? I would not have formed such a strong bond with Partax or Bailey. Although, no. Bailey and I would have been together no matter what.
She looks around for a moment.
He's a good dog, and I love him so.
Yeah, like where is he?
I'm sure he is around. He seems
What a good dog owner.
What a good dog owner.
he seems quite Daniel. If anything, I would bet that he would be. And this is
Eating
Mason.
rubs.
Nathaniel is interesting, but I think that there is something to it. I think.
Yeah, he seems kind of rough around the edges.
I hear that. Very much that. In any case, how about you?
Like,
What
what do you,
shall you be doing?
tonight?
Tonight? Tomorrow? Next week?
Well, who's to say for next week? I know tomorrow I'm probably gonna head back out to that island.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like Marco gets lonely.
I think
She said the L word.
The L word. But you know, me and him are just really good friends, I suppose. I mean, we talk about almost like anything and everything.
you know, if you're going to be leaving so soon, it would be a shame for you to go without something to remember us by. You know, for a grandeur performance, there is actually nobody better than a bard.
Then what?
A bard.
Yeah, she is pretty good. I feel like she can improve though. There's always room for that. Like, oh my gosh, have you ever heard the Song of a Siren?
We keep coming back to that. Not when you get to hear that in live.
Yeah, I suppose not. I don't know. Like, I never really had a problem with them.
Perhaps it is because your ship is a bit too small to shipwreck on once.
Maybe. I do have to admit though, it's kind of fun to just sort of, I don't know, wind up somewhere when you don't know where you are. It's exciting.
I give you that. Uh, you know, she never. She does fancy it.
Mm, I know. It's she does. I think, but trust me, like you don't want to end up in a romantic relationship with me or anyone for that matter.
Does not have to be romantic.
Hmm.
It could be just one night.
She looks over at Shanira. It
Who's
looks
probably going through horrible crunching noises right about now. The most romantic crunch, 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 crunch.
yeah.
No, that is not.
Oh, I know. I'm familiar with mermaids and merfolk. Like I've been to a lot of places. You can't imagine how much time you spend on the sea until you really look back. You know,
I think you and I know that better than anybody that we have spoken to. Mine short 60 years, yours however many. I'm going to go look for Bailey. Uh, I would encourage you to look into extracurricular activities, perhaps tonight, with a certain someone.
Are you trying to convince me to sleep with your friend?
That's the right thing to do. You've seen it. I pick on her as perhaps a bit overly much. But, we pick on those we are fond of. It is juvenile way to show affection, but some of us, we never grow out.
Shit, Jesus fuck. She gives you sort of a knowing look and says, well, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you had a little crush on her.
No, she's I do not tell a lie. I do tend to be quite proficient with the women folk. I'm afraid I would make her transform on herself. But she is quite the opposite of lasagna. I think you two would do well together. Even if it doesn't end up going anywhere, it would be an experience that she's very clearly yearning for. And you are free to do with yourself what you will, by any means.
She sort of looked unsure for like the first time you've seen since you've met her. No, I think this should be something that I should put a pin in, like, almost immediately. I don't want anything to come between party members or group members. No tension, and that could be really bad, especially without, proper supervision. Like,
If you are asking for supervision, I can provide that, I assure you.
I'm pretty sure you'd like that.
If you are worried about it becoming a point of contention between me and her, I assure you. I can be very petty, but I'm not petty about that.
I almost feel bad leaving you guys here.
There's someone else you would prefer to take us?
Particularly, I'd probably want to move you off this island.
We will manage. I call myself an adventurer. I'm not sure about the other two, but they are made of fun stuff. And not as fun as myself. But seriously, we will be fine. After all, they have me to guide them.
Out of character, what's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral. I'm the worst person to guide them.
You are the worst person to guide them. Meanwhile, everybody else is chaotic good, chaotic evil.
We don't give a fudge.
It's great. Everybody in this group is chaotic of some kind.
I am the unifying point.
I think Shanira is chaotic neutral, but But apparently I'm bad at playing actually neutral characters, so she does lean, I guess, toward the good side.
You did sort of jump to help, whenever trouble started coming. So
Yeah.
that's why I assumed you were good for
Yeah.
some reason.
An example of chaotic neutral messes with somebody that they're traveling with, then tries to wingman for it.
Yeah, no, what the fuck?
It's chaotic neutral.
That is
Yeah.
chaotic. It's sweet though.
That is very true. So yeah, I guess more toward chaotic good.
Gee.
Bad at playing. But yeah, that was really interesting. Like,
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Apparently.
Anyway, with that, Nathaniel is going to he's going to place a gold coin on the counter and say, "Glass of wine."
Okay. Calypso sort of doesn't break eye contact with you. So, well, she sort of seems lost for words because she's kind of not sure on what you're doing.
Shanira isn't either. Though not that Shanira is present to know what's going on, but
Oh, you're there. You're just not paying attention to them.
yeah.
You can choose to whenever.
Parthak, Madrid reaches up and rubs Parthax's beak and says, "Parthax, please go and have a look around the rooms for baby."
I'm guessing you've heard ghosts.
Well, he's my familiar, so yeah.
Okay.
He'll do as I command.
Calypso sort of leans onto the bar with her elbow, propping her head. In the trade, you're I don't understand your motions, but I could tell that you're not doing this for the greater good.
They gave me away.
It could be the little snicker you have in your voice at the moment, or the smile. I could see and recognize that from a mile away.
I've been told I have a crooked smile. And I have been told that my smile fits my face. There are stories about old elven deities, but none more famous than Pan. Pan, a trickster god, one who loves to party. And some stories say that he was nothing more than that. Some say that he was some sort of predecessor to Corellin. I think more elves should embrace true tradition and go back to the roots. My father did not agree, and now I am here.
She says something under her breath. Roll a listen. Don't. What did you roll?
9.
Well, you do hear something. You hear mostly sigh and I wish, and then something else at the end of that, but you couldn't quite catch it.
I'm gonna nod and smile like I did hear it.
You are?
Yeah.
She doesn't look alarmed.
Okay. Has my wine arrived yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's set down behind you.
I'll glance towards the wine, pick up the bottle, and say, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go knock on each door in succession and try to find my dog, and then my bird. You are welcome to join me, but again, I would encourage you to not seek betting with someone else. Unless she's not your fancy, in which case, please do seek me out. But I bid you good night and farewell on your journeys. I do not see you again."
Does you walk away?
Yeah.
She stops you.
Mhm.
With her, like as you're about to walk past her, she holds out her leg and stops you.
I glance down and say, "I could have spilled my wine."
Be more careful.
Not especially. Did you see me dance?
True. One thing. She wraps her leg around you to bring you close.
Mm-hmm.
Gets really, really close to your face. And presses her chest up against you. And she whispers into your ear, "Good night." I can't remember how to say this in French, but I think it's Alamour. Alamour? Alamour? God, I can't pronounce it. Alamour.
Mama, it's I like a big pizza pie.
She says something.
That's the wrong peninsula, dear.
And she gives you a very soft chest kiss on the lips.
Okay.
Before letting you go.
I hump her slightly.
Really?
Yes.
She sort of knocks you with her knee, playfully.
Good. Mission accomplished.
You got a kiss.
Yeah. I'll go upstairs now.
My soul is mine.
Yes. Should I make you roll a fortitude to see if you walk up there with a boner?
No,
Okay.
I think not.
Okay. All right. Shanira, how long are you on that store, or how long do you keep away from?
You know, I'm gonna let them have their conversation, but I am gonna watch. And I guess I see that, and I'm kind of disheartened.
And once Nadrade disappeared up, walks by and goes upstairs or starts heading upstairs to look for Bailey. Calypso looks over towards you and gives you a little "come here."
All right. Shanir's a little hesitant, but will listen and follow
Um,
and sit down. I guess where Nadrade was.
Yeah. She brushes her hair back behind her ear fin and says, "You have very interesting friends. Like, that one just tried to get you laid."
that's not what it looked like from over there, but that is very interesting. Shinra kind of gives a look at the stairway where Nadre just disappeared into and says, I got the impression that he's been messing with me for a while now.
Some people like people in certain ways, and, well, certain actions are louder than words, I think.
I see. I think.
And speaking of that, I think I'm going to head out tonight. I don't exactly feel very comfortable on dry land. I feel kind of land sick.
I know the feeling, though I guess I'm a little bit excited to really see the overworld or really experience it in full for the first time. I did a lot of traveling underwater, but, well, hey, it's a different set of rules up here. But,
they're always changing, though.
Hmm.
When you live as long as I have, a lot of things change.
But the ocean is ever constant.
Yeah.
Saru, or Shanira, will kind of turn towards her and gently take her hand if she's allowed.
Oh, yeah.
And give her
she lets.
Yeah, and give her a small kiss on the knuckles and say, well, I'm glad that we met, and I'm glad that I got to have your company, and I hope you enjoyed my song.
She puts her hand on top of yours and looks at you sweetly. I'd like to sing together sometime, if that'd be all right.
Yes, of course. Or we'll wander back onto the island at some point.
Maybe. Maybe something will guide you there. I guess at this point, I can only hope that your travels go well. But
thank you. I hope so too. And
I wish
yours too.
She looks away and says, I wish I could say that.
No?
Yeah.
That's...
The future's uncertain. I'm not a mind reader.
That seems a very definitive statement to say, though. Maybe I'm just a little bit of an optimist, but that doesn't sound very positive.
Well, I'm not always the bringer of great news. I'm primarily a person of news to begin with. But you might want to take a safe journey, if possible. Like, your friend Nathaniel is going to bring you trouble
Hmm. He's the sort for it. To say the least, though.
Hmm.
You seem like you have a lot that you want to say, but cannot, will not. And I won't ask you it, but I'll keep that in mind.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. I suppose I've sort of forgotten what merfolk were like. It's been a while since I've seen one.
Well, I hope I've left an impression.
I think so. I think you left a very good one. Who knows?
Chimera kind of. Just a little head bob. Can't. Her skin's too dark to see blushing, but would be.
She you notice a small tug toward that she's sort of pulling you towards her
All right.
into an embrace.
Chimera will go. Aw. She'll go with it and just
She
kind of hold her a little closely.
she
Enjoy it, but
She takes a deep breath, almost like she's smelling you.
aw.
And gives you a nice kiss on the lips, just like she did Madrid. Very chaste.
Mm-hmm. Aw.
Roll me a will save.
Oh boy. I'm almost excited to fail this in some ways. But let's see. Well, will is my weakest, absolute weakest.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Okay. You immediately fall asleep.
Oh boy. Okay.
Here
And
comes your roofies.
And it is now 9 o'clock. I think we'll end there. Good roleplay session, guys.
What a place to end.
What a place to
geez.
end.
Yeah. But hey, that's good stuff.
Stuff. I like that. Tonight went better than expected, actually. All right. Time for XP, I suppose.
Sweet.
Giraffe.
I like how. Sorry.
I'm about to do XP.
I like how the characters can actually interactions instead of, well, I love the other group, but we're also a bunch of bumblefucks in the other group.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
This one's not as serious as the other group is.
That's true.
Also, this is a smaller, more compact.
Yeah.
I actually like having 3 people instead of having like any more than 3. So if y'all are okay with having a small party, I could work around certain combats to make it more suitable for 3 people instead of 4.
I'm good with that.
I've always been a proponent of smaller parties just because you're not as stressed for time, to get everybody in there.
Yeah.
3 people is kind of smaller than what the system likes, but I mean, it's certainly workable. I like challenging encounters anyway, so.
Well,
yeah.
Having 4 people wasn't that bad either.
No, but I think sort of like right now it may not seem like it, but a little later on, our curve that's gonna start kicking in before long. I don't think that the 3-man was gonna have a problem handling stuff that was meant for 4 people anyway. So
yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And if it is too, just dial it back. It's no big deal.
And as time goes on, and as I level up, I'll probably do more, how do you say? I'll take more offensive spells. And I have a fair amount already, but and once JD hits a certain level, he'll be more combat ready, I think.
Yeah.
Once I hit level 10, I will be basically deity-like.
He will be an unstoppable force.
Uh-huh.
Like, the only problem that Mystic Theurge faces is that they've got twice the spell capacity, but the same number of turns in which to cast all those spells.
Until you learn time stop.
Nice.
So basically, long rounds equal more spells.
What's that? What is it, like 4
Not
rounds,
long
JD?
rounds,
Do what?
the more rounds.
Well, time stop, is it like 4 rounds?
1d4 plus 1 rounds.
So at least 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As I gain
You
level,
can just cast one of you.
a meta magic feat, divine meta magic with that meta magic feat, and then extra turning. I want to go with quicken spell, but at that point I would be useless until I start. That would be useless until I start taking extra turning, or until I pick up like a cloak of charisma +2, which is not that hard, but at the same time, there's just better
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better things to spend.
Alright.
So I'm thinking it's going to be maximize spell, so I can just spontaneously maximize a spell.
I see.
I'm excited what I get. I think I'm going to be sticking around for this class until around level 7 or so, and then that's when it starts getting a lot of fun.
Sounds good.
I almost forgot. I need to do XP before I turn off the broadcast, because last time the broadcast
Right.
right before I did the XP.
I see.
Okay. Good role play all around. I'm going to grant a baseline of 1,500 XP tonight for plot points and possible side quests. Let's see.
So
I'm trying to decide if I want to do individual bonus XP.
if it makes any difference, I remained human the entire session.
You mean what?
I didn't. I remained human in my natural form the entire session.
Oh, you stayed human the entire time? Yeah, you
I
did.
did.
Dude, that's amazing.
It was hard.
200 XP for that.
Yeah,
Just for
I
Wesley.
just need 300, and then we get level 6.
I'm up to level 5. Yay.
Yay! Let's see. Laura, for doing such a good job at not failing your performance checks until the dance. And turning it into the flop.
Well, that's more JD's thing, but it was fun.
Yes, but without you, it would never have been the flop. So, I'm going to grant you 200 XP for that.
Nice.
I'm going to do an additional 50 XP for trying to seduce Calypso. JD,
Nice.
you gained you gained 50 for also trying to seduce Calypso and making it fun. Yes, jeez. Also, be an additional 150. For keeping track of your animals and failing at one of them. Hey, I think we're good.
Well, we're just a couple of hundred away from level. What's it going to be, 6? Where do we start out, 5?
Yeah, we started at 5.
Started at 5, though I have a +1 level adjustment, so I just hit 5th level.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, I forgot about the mermaid template.
Uh-huh.
Yay, Laura hit level 5. Awesome. JD,
Now I know.
how far away are you from your
I
6?
need 794.
Oh, wow. Why are you so far
Really?
behind?
What do you mean, why am I so far behind?
Weren't we like 2K off from level 6?
Level 6 happens at 15,000.
And we were at
You should have
12?
started at the base.
Yeah,
Experience.
I started at 10,000.
Yeah.
Here's my calculations. 10,000, 11,000, 11,005. Let's see. Then I got 1,000 from plot, 500 from combat, and that put me at 12,505, which was where I started this session at.
Mhm.
I just gained 1,700, and that put me at 14,206. So I'm 794 away from.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not terrible. Wesley's just got a little bit of a lead on you. He says he's 200, 300 away.
I miscalculated because outside of the. I've actually fallen. See, my sheet has disappeared. So I'm going to have to make a new one tonight. But as far as XP wise, I'm going to kind of piggybacking off of JD, except for I think negative 150. But also I just want to get level 6 because that means I can turn into giant scorpions and stuff.
Well, if you want, you can match JD if you want.
Negative 150.
It would.
But he got 150 more than
No,
I did.
no, I'm not talking about the experience tonight. I'm talking about the experience overall.
Well, yeah, I think it all worked out kind of, around the same up to this point.
Okay. So,
I have not seen that damn sheet.
so you're just sort of eyeballing it?
Well, I mean, you gave me the important stuff. I've got my ability scores and spot check and stuff. So I'm just going to have to go and fill in the rest.
Okay.
So, I've forgotten to do that, to be honest. But
It's okay. I forgot to do things. So you're all right.
But I'll have to do that tonight. Excuse me.
It'll be fun next week.
But no, I'm pretty cool keeping things at 3 for the time being. I don't see any huge need to bring anyone else on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't either. I like the 3-party thing.
Yeah.
If Steele or my sister decided to come back, I'd be okay with it too. But the likelihood of that happening is very slim,
Mm-hmm.
especially on my sister's end because holiday season and JD's going to be busy too.
Yeah.
I'm depending on how late JD will have to work on normal Sundays. We might be either shortening the sessions during this winter or slowing them down to like bi-weekly.
Mhm.
Depend.
Whenever
Just
works,
because-
really.
But it's weekly until further notice. Which is funny to say because we haven't been doing weekly. We've been doing like every other week or so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm sorry for doing that to you.
Yeah, it happens.
I just wanted
It happens.
Halloween stuff in before it all went away last week, so
Yeah.
that's why I missed out there.
Uh-huh. No
I can't remember
worries.
what the time was before.
Mhm.
I think it was because somebody went somewhere. I don't remember. But it's not a problem now. Oh, I better stop the broadcast. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, YouTubes.